Hey guys, this is Tim's Zombie Bushcraft, and in keeping with my last couple of videos on the tactical gear stand, I figured might as well start at home. And what I found is that for things to go well in the field, you got to spend a lot of time maintaining your gear and keeping it well organized, and that's one of the primary purposes of the tactical gear stand. Next, I wanted to focus on the gear that I do have at home and the stuff that I try to keep in good condition. And the stuff that I'm going to show you in the next couple of videos will just simply be the gear that I use regardless. It could be preparing to hunker down or bug out, but most likely it has to do with canoeing or pack camping or even car camping. Just basic camping and having the right tools to do the job. So I figured I'd start with the sharp stuff. And what I have here are a few of my favorite pieces of equipment. And I guess what I'll do is I'll start with the Gerber knife here, which is an LMF. Let me see if yeah, there we go. LMF infantry knife. Now it's a knife that was designed by an ex-military individual. I forget his name, but it was basically designed for a survival knife that would be utilized by men and women that are in aircraft and could possibly go down and might need to extract themselves from the aircraft, and then be able to serve as their #1 survival tool upon getting out of the aircraft. So this is the LMF infantry. It's made by Gerber. It's basically an 11-inch knife, and it's got a 5-inch blade. It comes with a kind of a Kydex, ballistic nylon type sheath, and on the back it's also MOLLE compatible, which is what I really like. Fits really well on anything that's MOLLE, and I like to use the mc2 packs. So this fits right on the side. It does come with straps so you can put it on your leg. The Kydex or the ballistic nylon here comes out as well, so you can strap it directly onto a pack or anything that's MOLLE compatible. I like this knife a lot because it feels good in the hand, and proportionally it fits me pretty well. This particular knife has a full tang. The end cap here is totally separated so that it can be used for pounding, and it's not going to affect the tang. It's not going to affect the blade. The blade itself is made out of 12C27 stainless chromium steel, and I think it's kind of a mid to upper range steel. It maintains this edge, and it's stainless, not stain proof obviously, but it is stainless. One thing I also like about this is that it does have holes here so that it can be lashed to a branch, a stick, and be utilized as either a cutting utensil with a serrated blade there, or as a spear for hunting. On this knife, it's pretty important to have a lanyard, and I just made a real cheap, quick lanyard here. It does the job because you're going to be using this knife more so for the bushcraft type skills. You're going to be chopping with this. You're going to be doing notches in this for whether traps or shelter, and you're going to be doing a lot of carving. And lanyard helps to keep it from slipping and keeps you from cutting yourself or worse. So this is the Gerber LMF. I like this a lot. It does have a drop point blade, and I usually keep the edge at about a 25-degree beveled edge at about 25, and that's been perfect. But this is the LMF, and it's one of my favorites. I am looking at currently the EC RC5. Let's see, RC5, yeah. And debating whether or not I want to give that a try. If anybody has used that out there, let me know if you like it. My next knife is a Benchmade, and let's see if I can get this in here. It's a 151 Griptilian, and it's one of those Mel Pardue designs. The lighting is not real good here for you, but anyway, I really like this. I keep this the beveled edge at about 20 degree. I use it for more of the detail work in camp. Everything from cordage to cutting salami. And I really like this. It fits well in the hand. It's made from the 154 cm steel, and I think that's probably, again, an middle to upper grade steel. Again, I've got a lanyard on this, cheap lanyard, nice and easy, takes about 5 seconds to make. Well, it takes about 30 seconds to make, and it works very well. And yeah, that's the Benchmade. Oh, I really like the sheath here. It is, and you can't really tell, but it is MOLLE compatible. It's got the straps here for it, and this latch here is movable up and down, so you can, if you're going to carry it on your belt, you can decide whether you want it to ride high or ride low. So that's the Benchmade, and these two go with me just about anywhere. And then finally, my favorite of everything is my Grunsfroer Brooks, and I think that's the correct pronunciation. Correct me if I'm wrong. It is the wildlife hatchet. It is made in Sweden. The emblem here has faded away over time. But this is a fantastic hatchet, and it absolutely blasts wood apart. It's made hand forged in Sweden. Comes with a grain leather sheath, and this has actually been pretty good. The only thing I have a problem with is these rivets here do happen to be plastic, but I haven't had any real problems with it. I've just been concerned about it. Now the head is forged, and the best I can come up with just by reading the manual and the internet is basically a high quality Swedish steel, and if anybody out there knows exactly what it is, please post that. I'd love to know. Neat thing about this is, I don't know if you can tell, when the head is forged, the individual who forged it puts their initials, and this was made by, I believe it's Matthias Mattsson. And so it's kind of neat if you like that personalized feel to it. Anyway, it's got a hickory handle. It's easily, it's easily maintained just with some boiled linseed oil. Put it on, let it soak in, wipe it off. Ouch. And along with the head here, I clean it off all the time, but then every once in a while I'll use like a dry lube, a Remington dry lube. There's an Otter's dry lube that you can use to keep that clean. If you do that, take care of the handle and the head, it's going to last you a lifetime. And then again, I put on another lanyard, and this is good for when you're chopping and splitting and making sure that you don't lose it and it causes some major damage. But this is a real easy lanyard to make. Again, depending upon how many you've done, you can do it in under a minute. And maybe I'll do a video on how to do these, but there are plenty of videos out there on, well, exactly what I'm doing. And also the lanyards as well. So there's first, or I guess my second or third video on my favorite equipment for anything from just going camping to getting ready and prepared to hunker down or bug out. Anyway, take care.